Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney, the third game, Trials and Tribulations. Had to think about it for a second. So we started this last stream and we completed the trial chapter, which was actually a really good tutorial. I don't know if I liked it more than the second game. The tutorials have actually been pretty damn good so far. The first game's tutorial was like, whatever, and then the second one beefed it up and it was like an actual episode. And same with this one. I think this one might be my favorite one, just because of the lore we got, the Phoenix Wright lore. So yeah, I mean, we kind of started the second episode. We saw, like, Joker from Persona 5 steal something, and then all the police were confused, like usual. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going off of that. So yeah, I'm still a little sick, just a tiny bit. My COVID is basically gone. I am feeling great. My throat's cleared up. My head's completely clear. Pretty blue skies ahead. I just don't have my smell. My smell is gone. I didn't realize it until I went to work, but that's the only thing that's left over from the COVID. Oh, and I do cough still. A lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot better than the last few streams. I'm sorry about the COVID arc. That was not fun. That was a bad week. This FNAF week, too. How unfortunate. I did see your cat, yes. Laser uploaded a picture of his cat looking like a Pokemon. Very adorable. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to talk about. I kind of just started this on the whim, because that's how I stream. On a whim. What else was I... No, I think I'm crazy. Let's just get into it. Let's get in. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. So we're at a museum for Maya and Pearl's hometown. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even have Dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fame Matter storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. I remember drawing a penis on it and nobody even noticed.
And a family heirloom?
Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse.
Alright. I guess we should go say hello. I think I remember this old folding screen here. This is the one that had a bullet hole in it. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. In that murder case that happened in Curian Village.
This folding screen's the greatest of all the spiritual secrets. The secret.
If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures, too?
Of course they are! This is the treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. That's all it takes to be a treasurer's age. No wonder nobody likes museums.
Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! Oh, so cute. It's like a little tiny bomb of Curian Village.
Yeah, look at that. Somehow, it seems to reek of dreariness.
Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fame Manor on it.
Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Even though it's your house. Oh, this looks nice and inviting. Doesn't this kinda a little look like the room in the 5th case of the first game? Like the attorney's building in the parking lot? Just a little bit. Maybe it's because there's a security room in the top left corner of the room. Maybe that's the only reason. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. You can tell by the metal and the bars and the security station.
This place is scary. It feels like a monster could jump out at any time.
Cue Detective Gumshoe.
Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you.
Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster! You're right! A monster? Wait a minute. Wait a second. I remember you. Aren't you the lady who tampered with evidence a year ago? I thought you were in prison for doing that. You? I know you. Haha, nice to see you again, too, little miss.
Hello. She a friend of yours, Nick? How do you know her, Pearly? And why is she making kissy eyes at you, Nick?
What, the mystery voices? It's who you don't know who could have walked out. It could have been Gumshoe, could have been Edgeworth, could have been fucking the killer from the last game. So Andrews is back. Interesting. I didn't think they were gonna bring her back at all. Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met. For one, she changed her shirt color to black instead of blue. Now she doesn't really look like Samus Aran. Strange. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Oh yeah, but yeah. It was the little fucking girl, and it's impossible to tell. Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Also, it proves that I haven't played these before, because I have no idea what to do.
Nick, what's going on? Who's this woman? Hey, why are you looking at her like that, Nick? You never look at me like that during bedtime.
Why are you freaking out on me?
What?
I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all.
Definitely don't want to kiss you. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You think we would have told Maya about this? Like, wasn't she at the wrap-up party? Oh no, because she got arrested because you forged evidence, right? Yep, you tampered with the crime scene, right. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick?
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Ah, that's tough. Sorry, Miss Andrews. It wasn't for us.
No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
Ooh, that's a relief. You don't know who's making all the nudges, me or the game? Well, the game was doing it a lot last game. And it seems like they're continuing that. And, you know, now that Maya's 19, we don't have to feel bad about it. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year.
Isn't Maya the same age as you, Laser, now? I'm a year older than her now. Particularly when this game came out, I think. Well, actually, this game would be taking place in 2018, right? So Maya would be 25 current year. And Nick would be like 30, right? Nick would be like 32. Yeah, it's not that bad. That's not that bad of an age gap.
The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums.
Yeah, I did. It's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh?
Of course. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all highly trained as well.
That sounds good. So what's with the face she's making?
I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright.
So that's why you arranged this exhibit?
I knew that Curium Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too.
It's not exactly thanking me, per se, is it?
Maybe, but who'd want to see an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one.
My ego is in the toilet. Anything else? Present pearls. Present Maya. Present me. Okay.
You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago.
Really?
Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little.
But now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger.
You're such a dork, Nick. Fucking nerd, I'll shove you into a locker, Nick. Stupid idiot.
What? Oh. Is this examine? This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above.
That means what?
The camera's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. That'll be very important later. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what.
I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff.
It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door.
Set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say.
Sure, I don't know who says that, but I'll take your word for it. Know why Phoenix is broke? Because every time Gumshoe gets fired, he takes our money and forces us to buy stuff for everyone. And Maya's in charge of the credit card for some reason. I objected to that one, but looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read is the part burr.
Ah, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger.
Why would anyone write hamburger that big?
Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something.
Kinda doubt it.
Ah, I got it. Maybe it said spaghetti.
What? Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait, that's normal. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti.
Well, maybe it was a typo. It could have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think?
Okay, to me, besides spaghetti, is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Ladder.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere?
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
Looks like that's the door to the actual storeroom. You can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Would BURR be an acronym for? Big uterus rectum. Busty European rectangle. Bountiful umbrella reservoir. Bitchin' undulating rapids bolstering... No, I can't think of another U. Okay.
Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. You hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel.
Why are you telling me that? Wow, the wind's quite strong outside. Okay. Now what? Did I not show her everything? Do I have to show her my badge?
I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today.
Ah, come on now. That's not true.
I think what Nick means to say is, if it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know what you were thinking, you big, dirty, naughty son of a bitch.
No way, Maya. That seems to be it. I can't present anything else. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it.
Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all.
The greatest treasure? Is there something like that?
Huh? Why, of course there is, right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away.
Okay. Is that what I needed? No? Hello? Oh, I can slide. Whoa.
Mr. Maya, take a look at the two next to the door. That's Mr. Amy, right?
Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the curing channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning.
Holding a Shito. Origami and burr. Hamburger. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've seen this statue. That thing is the curing shit. This is a fucking shit show. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Ah, phooey! I wanted to cut open Nick's balls!
What are you eyeing me for? Quit it!
Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet?
Well, actually...
I've already made a reservation at a restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all go dine together?
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds fancy.
Nick, I'm gonna dine on you later.
I'll have the kids' lunch.
Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner?
Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Shall we head upstairs then?
After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibit's opening. Or the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. She is fucking dead now!
Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm gonna turn off the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned Phantom Thief. Oh my god, it is literally the Phantom Thief. Joker! Mask the Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lonely Taylor received a threat letter some days ago, talking about stealing her heart. This is the 5th heist by the Phantom Thief. 5th heist, Joker, Persona, Persona 5. Only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are we gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Scrubbling.
Treasure? Lordly Taylor, you don't think...
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask the Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The curate's sacred urn was stolen!
What? Hold on, Maya. I gotta quell my excitement and fear with the act of blowing my nose. Give me a minute. I think this might be the most green any mucus I've ever had in my entire life might have been. It is like putrid, like acid green. I feel like if I sneezed on somebody, their face would melt off. Alright, fine, we'll do it. Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Curian Village, that's all! Look, it's right there on this poster. Do you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Curian channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. I also broke it and put it back together with duct tape. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. No, it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well... Teehee, there's some best things left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Curian Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue to that case.
That was terrible. I was arrested and everything again for murder that I committed. What's with that gumshoe?
Is this just reminiscing? I did get evidence. Manu was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn would end up being a key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Till Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. Can't believe no one's noticed this till now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
And you didn't hear any of that, Maya. You didn't hear any of that? Alright, good. Burring, barring, and roaring. Well, hold on to those. Maybe it'll be important.
Fine, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
Doesn't look like anything's been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh?
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Gumshoe, what up, dog? Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
Should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you hanging around here for? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here any...
Alright, we got it. Why don't you two just kiss and make up already? Please kiss. Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scuffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. That's a good chance for you to try and remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. I'd rather you call me Gumshoe, actually, but, you know, whatever. Call me Dick, I guess. That doesn't make me feel insecure. The little girls call me Dick. Jeez, not again.
Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. It's just Gumshoe, alright? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is, Joker Persona 5.
I know about that too. I play Persona 5. It's a good game.
Detective, you can't just tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I should owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime. You mean here, right?
Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh?
So who is guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
The ace detective?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Joker 5 persona, is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? He's even in Smash Brothers. Joker's the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Joker Persona 5 Royale.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. The last night was his 5th heist. Something about, I don't know. Something about stealing hearts and going to palaces or something. I saw a weird, strange-looking talking cat as well. I don't know, it was weird. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. Sorry, pal. Don't know why that came out weird.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the secret urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Alright, are you trying to make this guy seem like Persona 5 Royale? Joker mode? Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on the TV. So, why'd you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Joker has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that's impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit, pal, maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends out one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much of a glimpse as the guy.
Mr. Ace Detective is able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues.
Did you think that the Ace Detective is the thief? Hmm? Man on the inside? Hmm?
So he's down in the warehouse, huh?
So what's this calling card?
Here it is, but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front of it?
That's Joker's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got him on him.
They didn't mention that on the news, Flash.
We're withholding that detail with the, from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card's real or not is by this emblem.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Yeah, well, little do you know. Little do you know, Pearly. We're about to have a little game series known as Apollo. So yeah, we do have our own imitators. Thanks, I guess.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
Yeah, we'll play Last Surprise at, like, the end victory thing. Probably because it's air-conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. What the hell does that mean? Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! How obvious can you be? This is 100% Joker Persona 5. It even looks like Igor. Oh my god. He looks... Okay, well, I guess I should show Igor for those who don't know him. Laser, you should know him. We played Persona 3 on stream. No, don't... What the hell, Google? What are you doing? And you've seen Persona 5. Well, there you go. I'll still show it, though. Like, look at this guy! That's Igor! He's even got the white gloves! And the little handkerchief. Neckerchief? Same character. It was. That's when you started the whole clip thing. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home in the Velvet Room.
Who are you anyway?
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. You are the wild card.
What do you see?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes, that's scary. How do you even know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, a swimmer of dreams. Welcome to the space between mind and matter, dreams and reality, the Velvet Room.
What the fuck is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Igor. Ace Detective Igor. Oh, hi.
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. Show him those big, spicy pectorals of yours.
The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and I'm Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy?
So, are you really as famous as they say?
Of course, for a lawyer, you have a shocking lack of knowledge about the world. He looks like, maybe like a version of the Penguin from Batman, but anime edition with Goku hair for some reason. The hair really isn't doing it for me. I don't know, that doesn't seem right. I don't think he should have that. Or at least change the color. Like, bright yellow doesn't really suit this character, I don't think. Maybe like a black, or continue the gray like the back of his fucking scalp. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Joker's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I really am lost. What's he saying, Nick?
I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask. With my brawny mind and brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I received for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise?
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Wait, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. Nice one, Nick. You really got him. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. It was 10 days ago that we received Damask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous through and through. That's Adrian for you. Mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived right.
Yes, so, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief in this very warehouse, and waited for him, alone.
Alone? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularity, useless group of nincompoops? Oh, a singularly useless group of nincompoops. Got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Mask to Mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed out of sight of others.
Corn-sealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. My sealed corn was the best in the business. To fool your enemies, you must first fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last. Oh, you didn't make that up. I've heard that in like 1,000 things. That's definitely not yours.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn had disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though no one came through the doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? And it is a very big nose.
That's just not possible. Look at it. Look at his nose. Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn.
Thank you, Detective Atby. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Mask to Mask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy.
Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. That shows me getting into the Mask to Mask costume, fighting with myself, and then returning the painting. It's very glorious. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No thanks. Mask to Mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you too are pursuing the mystery thief. Well, I'm not exact.
That's right! We're gonna find the secret urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. But I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Ta-ta. Wait a minute!
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. I wouldn't give him evidence either. I shut down in that sentence.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Just hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
Bop, 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 bop. That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that has the secret urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there.
I worked so hard to make that box.
What? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? It always be to stand in the wedding way of the Fey Manor. So there's no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Nick doesn't like my box. What if he doesn't like my snatch either?
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd be better if Master Mass had taken the box, too.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
A Shichishido. It's literally a 7-branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy.
One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it sell like hotcakes. There's something that bothers me. It's fucking bent as shit. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't Mistake Amy holding it last night? And wasn't it not bent? Huh?
Sorry, Pearls, you're boring me.
And one other thing, the sword fuck you! Wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right.
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
Sword's bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed the mask with it. Like this!
Yeah! Ow! What the hell?
What'd you think, Pearly? Nick's sure to date me now that I've stabbed him in the heart, right? I think it's even more bent now than it was before.
Man, my head! My hair! Cuts to Phoenix completely sliced perfectly in half. What's been moved? There's pink shit on the floor. I'm guessing that's paint.
This statue of Mystic Amy's so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Yeah, hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Good job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
The statue was moved on the night of the crime.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
I didn't do that.
I wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color this outrageous. But this paint's already been dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides you, I didn't do it. Why are you looking at me? I'm not Joker Persona 5. Yeah, I don't know why it's Pearly. Maybe it's just because she's here. She's here. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left on the bottom.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be.
Well, probably the edge of this. Oh, yeah. The edge of this. It's got paint on it. That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That box.
Organi. It says Organi.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organized. You just can't see the last 2 letters.
Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is such a mess.
Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh?
Damn! Everybody's being so rude to each other.
Mr. Nick, what's the big door over there?
Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
I guess that's where they were keeping the secret urn.
Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Well, since when did we listen to Miss Andrews? The writer of this episode is going through something. I can't stop yawning! I can't stop! Help! I've been on this guy's tail ever since his first heist, pal.
Yeah, you're doing a really great job, I can see.
Listen, pal, if you want to jump high, first you gotta crouch down, right? I'm a little frustrated now, but it'll make it much sweeter when I catch him. Anyway, that's what I keep telling myself every day.
Well, good luck, Mr. Detective Dick. I believe in you.
Oh, ain't you sweet? You're the only one who's ever said that. The only one? That's kind of sad if you think about it. Oh yeah, wait, it doesn't fit his big fat ugly nose. Well, this is a front-facing view. Maybe if you turn it to the side, that mask actually comes out way further than it looks. You know? Oh my god, of course he has a big painting of himself. Oh my god. I'm yawning again! Why? I got a full night's sleep. Why do I keep yawning? Help! I guess I haven't had an energy drink today. I don't have one. Oh. Ugh. Hold on, I do have water. Yeah, there's pink liquid over there. This is a detective agency? Looks more like some B-grade horror movie.
Hello, is anyone here?
Looks like nobody's home.
What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento.
Don't you dare, Maya! Guess we'll have to try later on. It's what an impressive bookshelf filled with very impressive books.
My Life as an Ace Detective, unabridged edition, by Luke Atme, Ace Detective.
Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies.
Would you look at that? There's a little Luke Atme doll at the helm. How cute.
The microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them.
This one says Atme virus. This guy's just dying to make a name for himself, huh?
It's getting kind of irritating, actually. This desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment.
Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water's made up of carbon and hydrogen.
No, not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen.
Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess.
Oh, no, that's not. That is fact. That is a scientific fact. By alternative theories, you mean the ones you make inside that head of yours first?
Whoa, it's a huge hearth.
That's a fireplace.
So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry.
Hey, Nick, what's this here?
It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used to listen to them, use them to listen to music.
You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say?
Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Alright. Back here, I guess. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though.
That's not what happened this time, you mean?
You got that right, pal. Listen up, if you guys ever get one of those calling cards, I want you to come to us right away, got me? Yeah, sure. Wait, are we actually getting unique dialogue? It's not showing up. I thought it was just fake. Hardly any items that were stolen by Mask to Mask were the ones I've heard of. They were all these world-famous treasures. The Tear of Emanar and the Crown of Bangora.
Secret Urn of the Curing is famous too, right, Pearly? Of course, everyone in Curing Village knows about it.
Unpredictable thief.
A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of the door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mistake Meyer, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this!
Ugh.
Ah! Don't ever do that again! Hey, Pearly, you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It's such a cute name.
Looks like this computer is used for storing data from the security camera. Someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. Might even find a photo of Mask to Mask.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
Guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Around 1 a.m., huh? Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Looks like that was the piece of evidence I was missing. Just check everything again. Alright. Such a jam.
Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Hello, Phoenix, right here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Mask to Mask surrendered?
That's great. So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detective center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask to Mask, that is.
What, he wants to talk to Nick? Nobody can talk to Nick but me!
Yeah, well, I hope she doesn't figure out what I'm doing, pal. See you soon. The detention, the detention center. All right, nobody here. Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center. You're in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got Master Matt.
Right, but, so where's the sacred urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I really didn't. I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick.
He is?
Think about it real hard. We are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
So used to think of the victim as a dead person, because we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me.
But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back.
Please don't just ignore me! Oh, hi. Oh, aren't you an adorable little character? Look at your cinnamon bun hair.
Who are you?
Mask to Mask? Okay.
Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly?
I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out through a paper bag. So, you're the Mask to Mask guy?
Yeah, yes, you bet.
No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of a yes and sort of a no, if you know what I mean.
What's wrong?
Well, when I say wrong, I really mean to say, it's not right per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask to Mask, it's actually Mask to Mask.
What's with this guy?
He's timid little weakling, we know that much. God, Phoenix, why don't you kick some sand into his eyes? Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. So, why'd you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because, well... I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right?
I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises and I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people.
Mr. Nick? I can hear what he just said, especially the last part.
Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will. I promise. Maybe not.
You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I can't really do anything.
Mr. Damask, about the urn?
Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already, just tell it to us straight.
Please, please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it.
What?
What a klutz!
What did you just say? You lost it? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things happen. You're on the train, you get distracted, you forget your way. I'm sorry, Miss Damask. Is this conversation boring you? No. She's tired.
What? You forgot our secret urn on the train?
Wait a minute. You went on a train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where it is. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creeps Master Mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So who's this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that!
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you can go visit her at my hideout? Hideout?
Mr. Dick, what does he mean by wife?
Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. We have a shot? What is that implying? You must steal this guy's wife? Secret base? Oh, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelpape, 3rd floor.
Let's go take a look, Nick. Damask's hideout.
Something tells me she just sounds like she just likes the word hideout. Whoa. Well. He's so pathetic and he has a wife, so for us it would be easy, but... I'm not that evil. Okay, maybe a little bit. Depends. How does she look? Wow, check this place out.
No doubt about it, this is Master Mask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well. Looks like we're gonna cook that old Damask.
Huh? Who are all you people?
Are you Desi Delight?
That's right. Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yep, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And he's not on the menu! Nicky boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful that I am that you decided to help Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. And if you ever call Nick that again, I'll fucking slit your throat.
Did he really just call me Nicky boy? Just because there's a goal, doesn't mean you can't score. About your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
A bit?
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? I'm famous?
They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch the news program. Don't!
Don't attack him for being feminine. He's allowed.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see. Also, if he is masked to mask, he dresses up as a masked villain and steals things with a cape and calling cards. I mean...
My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying. As if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Huh? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure and he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife didn't know his secret identity?
Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? You know, Nick's pretty exciting. If you go near him! Yeah, I'm the happiest when I'm racing along with my bike at a full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your own life on the line, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action.
Yeah, he might just be a fan.
No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Other ways?
He's got an enormous penis, like 12 inches. Yeah, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you were actually a gold digger.
Bought me a bike so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talking about a high-maintenance wife.
So where does Mr. Delight get all the money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us more about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. But pulled over? Yeah, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Is she mask to mask? I mean, she's got Desiree, you know, she's got a funny little name.
I got pulled over by a policeman. Can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. When I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi.
I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it?
Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway? Well, she just told us money. They probably shouldn't be together.
Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much.
Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word. About your husband and Mask to Mask.
Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan.
Okay, well... well, there we go. You were right, Laser. You actually got it. He's just an obsessed fan. He's literally said that. You gotta stop fucking guessing things. You're too good at it.
Yep, what?
The biggest fan.
Yeah, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute. Did you say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with him. See, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask.
What? What are you talking about?
So, when did Ron first become Mask to Mask?
What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask.
But... Wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. Because Ronnie's so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures.
Heroic figures? But Mask to Mask is a bad guy.
So he's deluded, huh?
Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
He has a point. Mr. Delight doesn't seem like the criminal type. Something about Ron's behavior bothers me.
Me! Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask to Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nickabor?
Nickabor, can you fuck me in my snatch? Rod's not doing the job too well, so I'm gonna need a big man like you.
Lotta, get out of here! You're not in this story yet!
Oh, God, I'm sorry!
Desire, the mask, the... What is it?
I know I can seem like a bad girl on the outside, and I can be a bad girl if you really want me to. But the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity.
I had a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you got a good heart.
Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me?
A letter?
Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mr. Light.
Okay, you got it. Just relax and leave it on to us. Just relax.
Something important. Alright. Can we open it? Nope. Alright. Do. Oh, I like his music track. Oh, that's right. Here. This is from your wife.
Oh, from Desi? Thank you. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine.
He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is gonna be squeezed out.
He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick.
I think Maya would die of a heart attack if I did that.
Mr. Lawyer, in the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but, could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow.
Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. He's my lawyer.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of the mask guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said Poor May deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on. She could be lying to protect her husband.
Well, that's true. No, actually, it's not. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading! Oh, please, I'll give you the treasures of your choice in return. What should I do? Of course we'll take his case. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really, you will?
Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief. I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
But Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Mystic Maya, you can't fuck him. He's evil.
But Pearls?
Can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever! But Pearly, wait!
This is gonna be ugly.
I'll go after her.
Look what you did, Ron! Look what you did. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Well, relationship with Pearl ruined because of the game that really wanted me to do that. Did I save before that option? 1754. No, I didn't. Well, oh well. Guess we won't see the other part. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you?
What about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm gonna cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road.
Also, isn't it fucked up that that Pearls was like,
Yeah, I don't think he did it. He's too nice and his wife is cool.
and then immediately I take the case and she's fucking bawling. Damn, Pearls is bawling! Holy shit, Pearls is bawling?
Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see.
I went and bought a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it.
Hey, Pearls.
Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center.
I know! It was literally 10 seconds ago. I don't need a flashback.
Looks like Maya, the tea's ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls.
Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but... Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand. I really want to fuck you, Nick, like, so bad.
What is it?
It's kind of like a curing village custom, sort of. That we need to date now.
Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearly's mother's...
Oh, yeah. Flashback!
So you see, I'm the only family Pearly has right now. It's the same for me too.
My mother's gone too.
There are hardly any men in Kyurem Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men when I visited.
Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kyurem Village kind of revolves around women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father...
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So your mother's still missing?
Yeah, no one has any idea where she is.
Yes, we know. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
If your mother doesn't come back, then... what?
And according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the curing technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not gonna learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. First I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubt you. Even though Mr. Maya trusted you completely. I guess we still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Aw, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'll go out for a little bit.
But where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm gonna show you like your usual too, by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait! She sure runs fast.
Nick, let's just back off and give her some room, okay? A 9-year-old can go explore the city by herself? It's fine.
Yeah. No, wait, what?
When did you first get that porcupine cut?
It's been like this ever since I was a little kid.
What? You mean that's the way your hair is naturally? I thought you had some sort of special phoenix cut deal with the barber. I mean, usually you only see hair like that in a video game.
My hair really that weird looking? Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry that Pearly said what she did.
No, it's fine. It was nothing. Gonna have to smooth things over with Pearls later somehow.
I'm gonna have to really buckle down and get serious.
Well, you are the first. You are futile. Your attempts are futile.
Yeah, that, and I have to play the part of big sister too. And wife, right, Nick? For Pearly and you, Nick.
What? Do I look like I was born yesterday?
Come on, Nick. I know you like stepsister porn. I've seen it all over your laptop. You can't hide it from me, Nick. I'll make you love me. Detective Gumshoe's on this case too, huh?
Seems to show up during all of our cases. It can't be a coincidence.
Maybe it's a sign that our fates are destined to be woven together all for all time.
Yeah, that'd be a real Beauty and the Beast kind of fairy tale, wouldn't it?
That Detective Atme guy really surprised me. There was this certain something about the way he said Zvari.
Well, he did manage to get the treasure that the mask guy stole last time, right? And he did it by himself, too.
Yeah, I guess. That case has certainly made him famous.
Looks like he does deserve to be called Ace Detective after all.
Nick, I need to continue the bloodline. Nick, we need to continue the bloodline right now!
Wasn't for me, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Yeah, she told me you really used to be useless. Compared to how reliable you were then, you actually seem responsible now. Actually, you haven't changed that much, I guess.
Maya praised me for a change. Hey, wait a second. No, she didn't.
Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn!
Please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I can make you another urn. I could touch your titties. I could do anything. I could take Nick off your hands for a few hours. You do that and I'll kill you. Hold on, just wait a second. Okay, breathe, calm down, talk to us. Forgive me.
So when did you get the calling card for Mask to Mask?
Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me.
So you asked Detective Atme to help with security?
Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police.
So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes, I had a premonition that something might happen. And I've learned to trust my hunches.
That's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse?
Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves.
Well, he sure brought it last night. He even left a nice souvenir.
Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit?
It was all my fault. I never should have called the paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway.
Why do you say that? The urn was stolen and was a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero.
Zero?
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy.
Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Curain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there.
Maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise.
No, I personally checked out everyone that came through there, so it's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Mystic Amy can't pass on? Well, I think she probably passed on when, if indeed her soul was in there. When Pearls broke it open, I think she probably got out. You know? Do 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 do. Oh my god, she's crazy. What about you? Okay.
Do 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 do
I love the exploration music. When we were here with Miss Andrews last night, the statue wasn't where it is now.
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
Well, if someone moved it, it was probably a criminal.
Maybe you didn't like being watched by Mystic Amy because he stole the urn?
Hey, cut it out. Give me the creeps with that kind of talk. Cut it out! Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this mark. Bottom left part of it's shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Let's see how the color of the paint's important in any way. Well, it probably is, now that you've said that. Look, there's pink paint right there. That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! Just the box that I had the sacred urn in it.
According to the computer data, someone did in fact go through these big doors last night, right?
Yeah, I guess so. The shutter did go off once, you know. Good question. Let's take a look at it. Huh? It says property of Lordly Taylor on it.
So it's borrowed?
Kind of strange for an ace detective, don't you think?
Alright. Is he here now?
Hello?
Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected.
What is it?
Svari, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer, a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
Heh, so my estimation was correct. Svari, how elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? You can shut your yap.
Mr. Abby, did you know about the sacred urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that's Mask the Mask. Sacred urn? Pfft, that has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask the Mask stole this time? I'm a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons?
I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know much about the urn. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone that night? Precisely. That's my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with with the rightful pursuit of my prey.
I heard you've been after Master Mask since his very first theft.
Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself.
So that's why you were hired as a security for the treasure exhibit?
Pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera?
I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. How did Master Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Damask's modus operandi?
There's something that's kind of been bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark.
I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were the guard on duty that night. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask to Mask. Oh, great. 1. What the? It's a Cyclock.
Is this Cyclock?
Oh, that's right. Maya hasn't seen it before.
Hey, Nick, what's this Cyclock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power? Nick, do not ask me if I love you! Don't ask that! Please! Girl needs her secrets, Nick.
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prize Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's gonna take over the Curing Channeling School someday.
So how do you do it? How do you break the Cyclock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out.
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Doodle-doo-doo. 100 Cyclocks appear when you ask her. Probably. I wonder what the max Cyclocks are going to be in this game. I think we got up to like 6, right? I think so. It was something like that. Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime. Oh, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain there was not a single person that passed through that door. Not sure why, but this Atme guy's lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. It was a fake, though. The actual max was 5. Didn't we get another 6, though, that was real? There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that walked through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. My monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Why, are you saying I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? The reason that he desperately wants to keep the secret hidden. And I've got just the evidence to prove it. I suppose you didn't manage to see Mask to Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time is because you were fast asleep, using the bathroom, unconscious. Okay. Well, it seems like he is embarrassed about it, so I'm gonna guess fast asleep. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where the mouth is. Uh-oh. To purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Kirin exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? I don't know. I give you a piece of good advice, Sir Lawyer. What is it? I guess it's not the same as a theory, not scientifically anyway. You need to go home, take a long cold shower, and get a good night's rest. We don't have it yet. Must have seen the thief last night. Why are you trying to hide it? I've got just the piece of evidence that can prove it. Do we? Unconscious? No. We don't have any proof that he was sleeping. I can't get out of it. I can't leave. Maybe I do have the piece of evidence. I just don't know what it is. Using the bathroom? Oh, there we go. Alright. Do I have to present you with something? This person is Vari, a great ace detective, am I correct? But I was the one asking you. This photo simply isn't enough information. I'm afraid I can't absolutely be certain. But the intelligence in those eyes indicates a man of deep wisdom and insight.
Stop messing around, Nick. Just ask him already.
This guy's scary. Do I have it? I don't know. I don't think we do we? Proof that he was away? Ow. Unconscious and do the oh! Put together that he got hit on the head? Maybe. That's a good idea. Alright. Okay. Unconscious. Oh, yeah! Detective Atme. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? The sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Oh, I can't stop scratching my rashes. It's so annoying. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, Detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. It wasn't a real sword, Laser. We did find that out.
I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you're knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I had turned to look at the computer. He never noticed the thief had entered the warehouse. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air duct or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me from behind with a gruesome item here. Ouch, Mr. Abby should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway.
Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world?
No, that he never actually saw the thief.
Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Master Mask.
Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask.
But you never actually saw him.
Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera just in case for such contingency.
Oh.
Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Ah, there he is. And there's the paint. That's him!
Master Mask.
The thief can be no one other than the arch-criminal Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what do you mean he had a very good reason? Exactly that, Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate.
How would you know about that?
Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk the face of the earth. The most brilliant minds and swell ever. Look at me. Guess we'd better go take a look just in case. Green envelope, huh? Oh, yep, there it is. Green envelope.
Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atme said?
Yes, it was quite literally 10 seconds ago. Green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. 50,000?
This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Okay, it's definitely her. Thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute, I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry. I've got another guest.
Ah! You're... Oh my god! Larry! Nick, it's you! Oh, and Maya too, what a fluke!
Ah, Larry! Long time no see.
What, you two, you know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something? You mean what I think? I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married, too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. We didn't even have Larry last game. He didn't even show up. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other.
Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. Got quite the storied history, he and I. What we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. In front of this pretty little thing here. You two are childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up like old times. I'm going to check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So how you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is uniform. It's for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I just don't trust them anymore, Nick. You got dumped again? Well, you know Bennifer? I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Catty Tom and my whole life changed. Bennifer, Catty Tom, I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Catty Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it?
Well, actually... Anyway, sounds like he had quite the adventure. Sorry, I was planning on poisoning the, lady, since Nick and her are apparently married, which Nick didn't tell me, so I had to put together a little bit of a poison to put her in her coffee. Anyways.
Women! They're so... No, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So what are you doing here, anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? Say this, you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Interesting. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture's in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all. I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight.
So you said you found it at your job, right? Hey, what's this about you being married, Nick? I thought we were supposed to get married, Nick. Looks like I'll just have to take care of this little problem myself.
Anyway, yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know. A security guard, huh? That's what the uniform's all about. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking like that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for the crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What's Miss Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there.
He works there? You mean Mr. Delight?
Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet.
What's this card?
It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got the serial number right here. There's no mistake about it. Wait, so you know she's married to him, but you're not questioning whether... You just insinuated that I was married to... Okay. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I'm gonna find out as much as I can about this keycard. Wow, you're even cuter than the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago. Don't you think, Nick? Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the same to me. You're 26 years old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life? Coming from a guy who can only brag about how many times he's been rejected, I find that kind of ironic. Oh, what a cutie! Hey, Nick, so what's the deal between you and this girl?
Hey, that's my cousin. Her name's Pearl Faye.
Pearl, huh? Too bad. Never date two girls with the same name. That's one rule I can't break. She's 9 years old, Butts. She's 9. Maybe we should be putting you on trial for something else. The fact that she's only 9 years old would break some rule somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Hey, no, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? If they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool. Okay, he has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? I just thought of something. What if it's actually a hot chick under that costume? You know, Larry, that's the least crazy thing you've said all day. Forget about it. It's a guy, trust me. Man, you're killing my buzz, dude!
Oh, you talk about somebody that's a one-track mind.
That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
Long time, huh?
Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't even think he knows what he's saying anymore. Even you could learn a few tricks from me, Nick. Yeah, like what? Look at my hair, for example. Points up straight, right? But your hair, on the other hand, points backwards. That's not good at all, man. It's defeatist. You gotta aim high for the stars. I can't find a counter-argument for that. Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister.
Wow, you really do remember.
Yeah, who could forget a couple of gorgeous sisters? Hubba hubba.
You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. Okay, for that, you can say that, okay, Larry? You can say that now. I mean, she was 17, but she's 19 now, so I'll let him off the hook for that one. You're on thin ice, buddy. Thin ice. So you're sure about this keycard? Yep, that's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record.
It leaves a record?
Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limit to outsiders. If I lost my job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Yeah, he did make a pearly comment. It's over. It's Jover. A piddling evidence hog?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? What do you think about this? Show him the green folder. Oh, yeah. Wait, is that in my inventory? Oh, it is. Oops. Okay. Interesting. You didn't touch anything in this wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in. If the mass doesn't look out, he's gonna be a victim of robbery himself. Yeah. By Larry? I don't think so. She's already gold digging. Larry doesn't have anything that, Mask doesn't. Okay. What else do I do? Where can I go? I haven't come back here. Okay. Nope, nothing down here. The detective? What about him? Gotta show him something? Piddling evidence hog. Show him the green folder? I did! I already did. I did what you asked before. And then Maya called me a fucking piddling evidence hog. This will surely be Master Mask's final heist. Last time I came close and managed to retrieve the stolen treasure. Mark my words, this criminal of humanity will be found guilty in due time. And then I, Luke Atme, Ace Detective, will dance with joy. I have no clue what you're blabbering about, but I guess I'll find out soon. This man surrendered to the police, admitting that he was Master Mask. Maybe so, but I'm not convinced he's really the one behind the thefts. He is. He sounds pretty sure. Just look at his forehead. It's all the shape of his mouth and eyes. This is the classic face of a thief. Unmistakable.
Is there anything that isn't unmistakable to you?
Oh, him, yes. Well, I saw him earlier. That wretched detective has let the thief slip through his fingers every single time. Alright, Laser.
Wretched, huh?
Now that I think about it, I wonder if they aren't working together. Yes, when you look at me, I believe the two of them are co-conspirators.
Detective Gumshoe heard that, he'd probably cry.
He is surprisingly a sensitive guy. Ugh.
Boom, bum, boom, boom, boom. It's pretty amazing the way you can, we're able to tell what I do for a living. Oh, it's elementary, my dear Wright. Elementary. If you're really interested, the first clue was the hair. It points backwards. Shows you're prepared. From your clothes, I knew you weren't a policeman, but a lawyer. After a combination of cold logic and intuition, Safari! Only the truth remains. Ah, impressive.
Maybe it's just a look at the attorney's badge on your lapel, genius. So how'd you know I was a spirit medium?
No, that was child's play. First, your hair. It's not the type you see every day. Both rare and enchanting, almost otherworldly. I thought it likely that you were either a fortune teller or a spirit medium. But I didn't quite detect the wisdom one usually sees in a fortune teller, and so, Safari, that left only one possibility.
Oh, they also have a bio about me on the treasure exhibit poster.
Ah, the charming young lady responsible for security, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Huh? You know her?
Yes, well, I should. She's the person who hired me for this job. A very intelligent woman, after all. She hired Detective Luke at me, did she not?
I'm entirely convinced that that was a part of her. I'm not entirely convinced that was an intelligent move on her part. Yeah, nothing else is really clicking with you. It's gotta be this boy. Dat boy. Be serious, Nick. I couldn't care less about that mystic mumbo-jumbo stuff. Ah, of course, Maya's a different story. About your mixed messages. Oops. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say it already. Blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis. That's the truth. KB security at 1 a.m. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Oh. Come to KB security. So it is about Miss Delight then. That's why your wallet was found there. Huh? What? I can't believe you'd do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No. You don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron to Light. Ooh, man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope.
Yeah, so what?
That's where I've got my part-time job, at KB Security.
What?
Like, I really should find out more about this KB Security company. Finally. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now.
So what are you doing here then?
Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, yes. Anyway, how far is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road, anyway. Well, this apartment building's pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right?
And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back.
Rhonda Light was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then.
Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hello? Is this the my residence?
Ah, Pearls, where are you?
I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. But Pearly, where are you right now? I was looking long and found myself in front of this person's office.
That person?
Who? That person that doesn't act his age always says Safari while he's excited.
Look at me, Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you.
Alright. I'm a little scared.
Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounds like a real cutie. Hey! Hey! Larry. Another one of your special friends. Say goodbye to Mr. Light for me, would you, Larry? I'll kill you, Larry, for saying that.
Hi, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see you two again.
So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yeah, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
Now that you mention it.
This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in there.
Maybe a costume?
Here, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny duddy. This is an important investigation.
Well, that's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am a bit curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a second. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there.
Nick! He's here!
What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant out of court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it.
Nick, I can't believe you.
Gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Sorry, shall we say the figurative? Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime.
Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting.
What's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. Oh, sure. And then Zavari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's conspirators. But he stole from us. That was ours.
Conspirators?
You're quick on the defensive, I see, however. It's not that is your. It's not that I that. It is not I that is your greatest enemy. God, he speaks weird. There's a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
Sir Lawyer, you truly are who you say. I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Godot? You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight is actually Damask.
My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this more when you mature.
Who's this Godot person?
It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. A legend or a myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Alright, so this is going to be our prosecutor this game. What'd you miss, Laser? Well, we're talking about the new prosecutor. Larry made an offhand joke about Pearl again. So he's dead now. And we're just chatting about what was in this little man's bag. That was smooth and round and pot-like.
Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
So surprised that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in the country.
You would agree with that?
Most certainly, in fact, you could call him Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising, some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. New prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial.
Yippee! We did it! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Alright, here we go. First trial.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out Master Mask Glassy I bought.
You bought this? Where?
From the little tent at the courthouse, they have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me, me, me!
He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor, I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes! Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please?
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually the thief is me. I tell you something, Nicky boy. I can guarantee you that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
Why are you smiling when you say it?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is demasked or not. There's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Here we go. Oh, this guy's looking so crazy. Obviously, I saw the prosecutors beforehand. I didn't realize they were all the prosecutors. But I definitely realized it after the last game, that this was going to be our last prosecutor.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense? So, I'm nervous, you know, I'm going to meet my new rival. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
And what about the prosecution? Are you prepared to...
What a stupid question.
What did you just say?
Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear the arguments from both sides.
But if you're not ready yourself, you should expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Goda, legendary prosecutor. Never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Abby was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with thus far?
None.
What'd you just say?
Never prosecuted a case before.
Never, but you said you've never lost before.
Exactly. Never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives I can't speak today. Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts.
This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Yeah, they were all talking about his reputation. He hasn't even done anything. But who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to battle with you.
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo.
It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement. Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only strong at its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? I don't break? I'm kind of known for that.
Well, let's hear from the first witness, shall we? Geez, such a weird atmosphere in here today.
Hey, guys. My name is... No one asked you for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking.
We're listening.
Yes, sir. All right, with this first, let's hear about what you know about what the thief stole. Wait, no, I fucked that one up. What you know about the thief that stole the urn? Yes, sir. Jeez, none of us can talk today. Ain't that right, pal? Master Mask is a master thief that started his crime spree about 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling cards before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is always go after almost...
Sorry. Fucking yawning.
His pattern is always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his M.O. to a T. I have no idea what Tom means to the case, but anyway, the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you...
Oh. Someone slid him a coffee.
We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than the moonless light. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. Sure you can grant me this at least, Your Honor? Please, proceed.
Very well, it's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. You got it. Well, I already got one contradiction. That there little vase ain't nothing precious. Okay, my headphones are being funny. My wires are all fucked up. And the urn's practically got no value at all. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just hearing the ladling questions making me a little nervous.
You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
There's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said they didn't attach a price to it. I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Damask would go after.
Hey! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn. There must be someone imitating Master Mask. A fake.
A fake Master Mask?
Fake the mask? That sounds ridiculous to me. But I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Can I have some of that coffee too? It looks pretty good. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. That the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Well, is there anything off about his costume here? Hat, coat, pants, thingies. Oops. Hat, coat, pants, thingies. Yeah, it looks about the same. Well.
What is this evidence supposed to prove?
Well, it proves someone here's a fake, alright. Proves that this lawyer's a fake. These prosecutors sure know how to twist the knife. Did I press the wrong one? Maybe there's something on there that shows he's a fake. Oh, I was right. It is the photo. Oh. Wait, there's no face on his thingy. There's a big, he doesn't have that. The proof's right here. He doesn't have the big emblem.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well, then why don't you go ahead and show us what that is? Go on, use the pointer and show us. Just what about this picture is so peculiar? It's right here, of course.
You mean Master Mask?
I have a piece of reference I would like the court to look at.
Is that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
Problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
The breach! Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once!
A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on.
Clasp, eh? Oh, I see now. But Master Mask in the security photo. No brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on the masked calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this masked mask is a fake.
I've been fooled again! Damn it! Order. It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
But Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Huh, the brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
Ah!
That's Master Mask's brooch?
Where'd you find it?
I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of the big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? Must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. They're all. It's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy's one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys? Like what my wife gives me?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What? Well, what? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Order in the court! Mr. Goda, let's see that brooch.
I've got attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off.
Pardon me. God, I can't. Stop yawning! I'm so angry. I hate it. 1 or 2, that's fine. But I've yawned like maybe 23 times this stream.
Appears to be torn off some clothing. There seems to be a little cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. You mess with Goda, and you get burned. He's playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
You done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
Proving your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance.
Huh?
I thought that was a confused huh, but it was a huh. 1 second is 1 drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shush! Silence!
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
But what's clear?
Svari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge, a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, said prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you're all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is. How's this guy all by himself anyway? There must have been a reason. I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date had changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used the emergency phone to notify the police. Why for 30 minutes? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that's limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-nemesis. That is why my instincts and my years of experiences tell me...
Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Alright. You got it. About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy's saying.
He's saying that he was out cold.
So what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. What's he going on about?
He's suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Have its peace.
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Dancingly descended? From where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
He neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
Hereby W. Ace Dunce. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
Well, that's difficult. That's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I could recall. That's not very solid as far as the testimony goes. However, fortunately, my third monocle, the security camera at the ready, captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Okay, where's the... before I could fight back? Yeah. There was a struggle. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Ah, this belongs to the criminal mastermind. My arch-nemesis, Mask to Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask to Mask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Elementary idea, lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on very well.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of being ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off. Aha!
You can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. There's only one person that was in position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night was you, Detective Atme.
Yeah.
Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why'd you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness, giving a false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I live in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many crimes lately.
True measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on, that's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. True gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! That's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask to Mask? Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Seems that my memory has been a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why did you look away from the door? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. So that's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. You're momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioners, air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each one of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? The maintainer department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hehehe. Has that cleared up any doubts that you had about me, sir lawyer? What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but exactly what does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez. It's better than old people who forget what they say 5 seconds ago. Well, looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door in the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shito. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. Sorry if I failed to I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy's a real piece of work. His first blow struck me true. Bam! That's all she wrote. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was power-icious. Power-icious? I assumed the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask him more about this? So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light. It seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. That wasn't very helpful at all. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atme guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
He was starting to figure out what really happened that night. The true nature of this detective. What about the brooch? You didn't actually speak about it? It's okay.
Let's see what that fighting stance is all about. At me fighting style.
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say any more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is put your back to the wall and no way anyone can grab you.
That's it?
But Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Put it back to the wall. Was that important? I'll just bluff my way through anyway.
Of course it's important. We've learned a detective secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that?
It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Yeah. How did you miss him if you... What? If you put the back to the wall, how'd you not see him? Where's this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You might call it my forehead, if you like.
Didn't you just say that in the first place?
So, lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Hammy got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. Got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I.
What do you think, Nick?
So one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Look At Me guy, he's definitely hiding something. No, I thought it was like, well, how could you not see him if he was right in front of you? We backed against the wall. How can this blind you? Nope. That's not an argument. Okay. Oh, blow to the back of the head. Blow to the back of the head. Blow to the back of the head! Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It truly is a pleasure to cross swords with you.
I wouldn't say it like that.
And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh?
But now you testified he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I've made another mistake.
Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help you with security.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
Is human. To forget divine. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Really? What is it like then?
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that this Mr. Atme is a fake. Well, it's pretty obvious that he stole the thing. Well, the answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask the Mask.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What's the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts about Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exclusively elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at...
Oh, please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask the Mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask the Mask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief! Is this true, witness?
The mask's MO is so pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atme, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance.
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin.
Detective Atme,
When you was... Okay. He threw the coffee at my head! Godot Blend, number 102. My personal favorite.
But Mr. Godot!
Ace Detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a bestseller novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and
I'll admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show some proof of your claim. But it better be hot, and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. I love that image of Wright covered in coffee. It's so beautiful.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see some decisive proof you have. Quickly!
Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush?
are you alright, Nick?
He looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is, in fact, Mask the Mask. Yet to be found. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Huh, just what I thought. Man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
Ugh. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
No good, I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
Okay, I guess we do have it. I thought it was gonna be like one of those tricks where it's like, but I do know that he had a mysterious bag with something that was jar-shaped. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor.
Very well then, let's see what you got. Please present proof that Master Mask is actually Mr. Luke Atme.
Is it that the camera only took one photo? Oh my god, my headphones are being wacky. I'm gonna try this.
Here's your proof. What do you think, Mr. Godot?
Looks to me like Mr. Trite still might be a little sleepy. No! I have been yawning all stream. Alright. Sit before the heist. Is it this photo? Nah. Think hard and try again. Thanks, Maya. This? Give me security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. Take the red diamond you received the other day instead. I don't know. Hiding it from the police? Wanting to be the only one on security? The urn? Ugh. Perhaps he'd like a mug of my special good I blend well. No thanks, I'm fine, really. What do I do now for making up it? I don't think we have it. I don't think we have it. I don't think we can. I don't think we have the evidence. But then when I tried to go the other way, it didn't let me. Unless I gotta go a bit further.
Are you gonna just give up and let us lose like this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer?
Can't think of a counterattack at all.
Mr. Godot, if you have any furthers to add?
Oh, yep, we had to wait.
Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Oh, thank you for bringing that, because that's what I was referring to.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's inside the bag? Well, it's been fixed.
That's...
The sacred urn, Nick, it's the urn!
Order, order, order! You, madam! That urn, where'd you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke Atme. Oh, Tessie, you're the best! Well, how do you explain that one, Dr. Atme?
I'm not a doctor.
Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Ha! Pathetic.
Mr. Goda, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor, it simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was simply taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved?
Forecasting aspersions? Have Detective Atme to consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? Certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town's already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. Must be some way. Gotta prove that the urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify about what I saw. Fingerprint the urn? Can I? I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now.
Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, you see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence or anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
What are we gonna do now? And I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Who? Maya? Does he not wear gloves? No, he does. Oh yeah, well if he stole it, then shouldn't his fingerprints be there? No. Even the judge is making cool, snappy remarks now. I mean, I was wrong again. The urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. You really think there's someone that could fit that bill?
Desiree? Who are they talking about? What are you saying? Whose fingerprint should be on it? Who brought it back to his agency? I don't know. Try Igor? But he wears gloves. He literally just said it wasn't him. It could have been Pearl.
defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. There's pink splotches all over it. Pearl. I don't... It took me into a fingerprint thing. But who could it be? If there are fingerprints on it. I guess Desiree? Oh, it should have been me because I grabbed it in the bag. Cause I fingered it. I gotta finger myself. I figured that out before Laser said it, by the way. It clicked in my head basically the same time. It's definitely because we fingered the bag. It's definitely that. And it did click before Laser said it.
So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up.
No, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in at the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What'd you just say? It's not what I say, but it's what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I polished it until it was about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. The only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Huh. This blank code out number 107. Decided. It's a little too bitter after all.
Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken them down.
Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. There I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see it was me all along. I'm the one and only to mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition?
He's still a little hubby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. Wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like this matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Yeah, it's not gonna be this easy. Not yet. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong as such, but actually not right is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
Thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
Your identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judgment. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Huh. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have an idea what you mean. You're Master Mask, then prove it. That's what I mean. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay, then. Talk. We're all listening.
Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
Truth is, I haven't Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and daintily descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in this photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial's taken.
This is how every trial goes, at least with me, anyway. Huh. You're doing great. Hee hee. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure that you stay locked in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thank you so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Are we gonna end after this part? Yeah, probably. Probably. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room's decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why'd you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi's crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
So you have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey, now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. Get it? I don't get it. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already.
Need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask the Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I should just shift strategy. Should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. You've got no alibi.
I've been a judge for a long time. This is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove that he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but...
Think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can.
Right, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant had an alibi?
His wife. Right? The blackmail? I have the evidence, or do you think I'm still some third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
Not surprised, anger's the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see the evidence already.
Oops. Oops. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
But blackmail?
According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning, from the night of the crime, Mr. Ron Delight was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security.
Well, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So the defendant was at the KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning. That proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. The only one that calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Mr. Wright, it's true that I received that blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Oh, sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Ha! That was brilliant.
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence.
The wallet.
The wallet! He left his wallet!
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I'd lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found approximately at 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
Huh. This is indeed sad. Romanticists are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? He didn't intend on dropping it. This was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that morning.
Ooh. No!
You have to chug that coffee.
Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense. No, that didn't happen. I see it as a perfect case judgment to me.
Well, let's just say that my code blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of the security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? No, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what to think of that. Not sure what to think of that? At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down that CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Someone else who can testify.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Larry Butts, my best friend, possible pedophile.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked it out of his memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. He had to do a spit take real quick.
Well, Mr. Godard. I'm the CEO of KB Securities, Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show?
Each card has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as mask to mask in this photo.
Huh. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then...
Mount Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick!
That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I need to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Not guilty! Hooray!
Court is now adjourned.
Wow, that was easy. No, that's not it, Laser. We're gonna get like a second part of the trial. That trial is done. The trial of him is done. He's not the thief. We're probably gonna have to defend somebody else, is my guess. This is gonna be the first case that splits up, probably. Because we haven't even figured out the whole crime yet.
Nick, you did it! You're right after all! Actually, I'm a little ashamed of myself. Nicky boy!
Oh, Mr. Light.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself!
Ow! She slapped me!
Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought, going behind the back of your client and Maya!
No, you got it all wrong!
I'll never forgive you!
Double slap.
Well, anyway. All's well that ends well, right? We got the secret urn back and the thief has been caught.
No. No, he hasn't.
You're so right. It's all thanks to Nicky Boy here.
The thief has not been caught. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean that it was... Oh, well, I don't know. Was it the detective? Is it really over? Is that really it? It can't be. I mean, I know it's the first trial, but come on.
But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. It's the second. Well, you know, the first real case, not the tutorial case. Why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey?
I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues, you know, about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Tribulations. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Playtime's over. Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. Uh-oh. Knew this couldn't just be a simple case. There's a murder afoot.
Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body?
Estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. Same time that cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder.
Getting that blackmail letter? You must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rondelai was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Employee of KB Security. Looks like that alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be a noose that hangs him, that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
Can't be the thief because he was the murderer's, he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true.
Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Cut it out, Ron! Rondelai, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll get tried for murder. What? That's impossible. Looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Tribble. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
Turn from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the hell is he? Maybe quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye, Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Yeah, karma was 10 times worse. At least this guy's gimmick is he drinks coffee and doesn't, like, whip everybody as well. It's kind of a nice change of pace to have a cool, collected guy. I like his robot mask, too. It's fun. Arrested on murder the very same day, declared innocent. What the hell's going on? What's gonna happen next? Uh-oh!
The chief police? Oh yeah, but he wasn't a prosecutor. Alright, well, there you have it, boys. We're gonna leave that for another day. Ugh. First part of the trial done. Sorry, it's a little shorter. Only 4 hours. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's kind of tired today. Laser, me, yawning all the time. Well, tomorrow we'll probably do more Phoenix Wright. You know, I can't lie. We're neck deep in Phoenix Wright right now. Phoenix right now. Okay, now that sounds weird. Don't run that back. But, you know, I don't know when it's going to happen, but Into the Pit is apparently coming to consoles soon. This month, they reckon, so we'll see when that happens. Apparently, it's really, 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 really good, so I'm very much looking forward to it. But, you know, if any other games pop up, we'll do, like, something extra. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with probably some more Phoenix Wright. So, thanks for coming, Laser, and anybody else who might have been here just watching along. I appreciate it. To all the VOD Frogs, thank you. Support on the archive channel's been great. And yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Bye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye.